Hello, this is Aisley Jackson, Business Approval Coordinator with the City of Savannah. Today I'm going to do a informational or tutorial video going over the business location approval application and some basic information and questions, some frequently asked questions regarding the business location approval application and process. First, as you can see, at the City of Savannah website, www.savannahga.gov, you can actually put in savannahga.gov/business approvals. So that'll take you straight to the business location approval page, which I'm already on. That page will pop up and you'll see some basic information regarding business location approvals. So the business location approval is required for all businesses that are located within the city limits of Savannah. This process used to be called the business approval or zoning approval process, but now it's the BLA, short for business location approval. And it's an opportunity for us to confirm that your proposed use is permitted in the property zoning district and that the structure meets applicable building and fire code requirements. So all businesses operating in the city of Savannah are required to have a business tax certificate, aka business license, which most people call a business license in Savannah. It's referred to as the business tax certificate. And you must submit the new business tax return form, which you can see here. And you can contact our revenue department at 651-6445-912 area code for more information regarding that. However, prior to you submitting a new business tax return form, the business location approval needs to be completed first. So we have a couple of ways where you can get the form, the business location approval application. You can click here for the online form, which we prefer. It's quicker, easier. It comes right through to our office. On the left-hand side here, you'll see that you can access the business location approval application here. And when you click on that, it's going to take you to the page here, and there's several different ways that we can receive the application. There's another link to the online form. You can actually submit it via email by downloading the editable PDF form here. And then you can also take that same form, that PDF form, and either fax it to us, that's our fax number, or you can even bring it to our offices at 5515 Abercorn Street and drop it off. I'm going to go through the actual application real quick, and I'm going through the application via the online form. So I'm waiting for it to load on our form center. So when you click here on the online form, it will pull up this page here. And by pulling up this page, you can see that the first location that you can fill out down here is called the project address. The project address is the same as the business address. So you have the project address, which is the business address. So this is the address for your location that you're applying for. This is not the address for some other projects or construction sites that you may have, but the address where your business is going to be located or based from. The PIN stands for the parcel identification number. If you do not know your PIN, you can skip it. However, if we have trouble finding this address showing up in the SAGES Savannah Area Graphical Interface System, our GIS people will need to add that address to the PIN. You would need to identify that PIN, and you can do that by going to the frequently asked questions on the business location page. And you'll find that on the business location page. The name of the business i.e., if your business is McDonald's, then that would be placed right there. The phone number, this is the best phone number to reach the business right here or the applicant. On this line right here, name of owner or corporation. So if your business is named McDonald's and is owned by the McDonald's Corporation, then you will put the McDonald's Corporation here, McDonald's Inc. If your name of your business is John Smith Landscaping, name of the owner could be John Smith right here, or John Smith Incorporated. The email address, the best email address for the applicant is recommended here. This is email address where your approvals and notification is going to be sent to. And then the phone number, this is the contact number for the applicant, best number for the applicant right here. So if you're a representative for the company, put in your information or the information where you want us to contact for questions or that you want to receive any notifications. The next area, you'll check here for applicable if it's a change of ownership, change of business name, or change of address. So if you have a business license or tax certificate, another address, and you're moving locations, check this box. If you're buying a business and changing ownership, changing the name, or anything similar to that where you need to change the name or ownership, you check these two boxes. You can have all three boxes checked, you can have one, or you can have none. The next area is the previous business name and or business use at this location. This location is referring to the project address location above here. So it means what is the previous business name or business use at the location that you are applying for this business? Who was there before you? This information is very important and needed for us to determine if this is a change of business use or occupancy, or whether or not this is a continuation of business use. So if you do not know the previous business name or use, then you need to contact the landlord or property manager to find this information out. If there was an office and you're using it as an office, then you could put office. We don't necessarily need to know the law office of John Smith. You can actually just put office in an office. If it was a restaurant and you're going to be using it as a restaurant, then therefore, restaurant. If it was an office and now you're going to be converted to a retail space or mercantile use, then you can put that it was office. But however, if you know the name, it's better if you can be as specific as possible so that we can reference, look at our records, and verify that information. Proposed business use or activity. This is very important. You would check the box that's closest to your business use. So if you're an office, you would check professional office, medical office, check here, restaurant, vehicle repair, auto body, check here, bank, check here, retail, check here. Below, you can type in more details. So the type of retail. So retail, you'll put the type here. Any businesses that operate from home, based from home, would be a home occupation, and you would put the type here. All right, so we have many businesses, about 1/3 of applications are home-based businesses. And most home-based businesses are mobile. So they actually conduct their businesses majority off-site. There's a lot of contractors, our home occupations, anything from independent contractors such as photographers and vendors, mobile vendors. Anybody that has an online business usually will have a home occupation. There are home occupations. I'll talk about that later with another additional form you would complete called a home occupation agreement form. If you're a home hair salon or home daycare, childcare of 6 or less, you're a home occupation. 6 children or more, you'll be a childcare center, and check here. Other than that, you would check other. and type here below if you don't see a category that best fits you. The square footage, employees, and seats, that mainly refers to restaurants or any type of assembly spaces. So if you're assembly space, you would need to enter that information. Pretty much everybody else can skip that. Please check all applicable statements. In this section here, you would check anything that's applicable. A business located in a new building, that would be a newly constructed building. So if the building is brand new and no one has been in that location, whether that unit number or the building prior to you, then that would be considered a new building. Pretty much any other buildings are called existing buildings. So if someone has occupied that space prior to you, even if it's vacant now, that is an existing building. You would check any of these boxes for signage, or if you're making changes to the building or unit, you would check here if you're converting it from one use to another use, if you're adding and removing walls. If the business is located in your home, you would check here that referring to home occupation uses. Any change of heating, ventilation, mechanical systems, plumbing, electrical, lighting, you check any of these boxes here. If it's minor, switch out a light bulb, that's not really what we consider changing electrical. Plan to sell fireworks from your location, you would check that. And that's pretty much it. You would actually, applicant statement here is where you would name a business owner, not the company name, or the applicant or representative would be here, and you would date and you would check here for signature, and that will complete the application. One last step, or last two steps, put in your email address right here and click the submit button. Your application will be submitted to us. Applications take anywhere from 3 to 10 business days at the most, typically, depending on the volume of applications that we receive, as far as for them to be reviewed and for you to receive notification for your next step, which will be included in the email sent to you at that time. If you have any further questions, feel free to give me a call, the business approval coordinator, or you can go back to the main website, the business approval page, and you will see that here's the frequently asked questions section. Feel free to review the frequently asked questions. And I want to thank you for your time.